Let's start with serial ladder with accumulator. So in this section we will check it out how to add serially two binary number and how to store in that same register where a particular input is given. So that is usually called as a accumulator. So in this case we are designing such a adder where the serially adding one by one position and then that is stored in a one register. So we have to make two shift register are used to hold the 4-bit number to be added, and that we can call them as x and y. From that, x is act as accumulator and y is serves as a common register. So we know that before going to the serial adder, first we will check how addition is takes place. If you take any number of example how to take as addition, if I take one example card 0 1 0 1, add with the term card 0 1 1. Suppose this is my example, this is where A and B is adding. So how to add? First we will take, there is no carry present in this, so 0. So adding of this 1 1, we will get as a 0 for the sum portion, and we will actually get 1 as a carry. So this is sum position, this is carry, this is I am calling as a 1 bit, either we can call x or y, and this is nothing but the carry input. Okay, this is carry output. So when you add 1 1, first carry input is 0, so addition of this we will get 1 1 0 is nothing but 0, because of 2 1s it created carry, so carry is 1. This carry 1 we are taking over this carry input, that is we know that we have to take this side. So when you take this one here, so it becomes 0 1 1, so 0 1 1, again sum is 0 and carry is 1. Again this 1 we are taking to here, so this 1 become here. So 111 we know that sum and carry both are high. So this, because of this carry high, here also we made a high because of this. So here 0 0 1 is nothing but it is sum is 1, carry is 0. This 0 we shifted here, so this is 0 here. The total sum of this term is 0 1 1 0 0. This is what output I have to get. And here we have x and y term, also carry input and carry output given back to carry input. Now how we can do this addition? Usually if I check with this example, here 0 1 0 1 and 0 1 1, we are taking as a something called 1 1 1 0 as a carry. First is carry, after that whatever carry generated. So here these three is nothing but one type of adder called full adder. Similar way, these three also we have to do as a full adder. Similar way, this is also we can do full adder, and this term also full adder. So total 4 full adder if you do, and you can take the answer possible. But the disadvantage of this, how many bit is there, that many full adder you have to use. If 16 bit, you have to use 16 full adder, so it is very complex and very difficult. Here we are discussing about such a adder, it is called serial adder. So it is not adding parallelly once again at a time, it will add one by one. So we will add only this 1 1 0 first time, then it will go for the next term. For this condition, we are using the method called serial adder method. So we will use one full adder. So we will take something like this. This is one full adder. So what happens to this full adder? We have to give the number first, this 1 1 0. So we will take this one as a x naught, and this one as a y naught, and this one as a c naught. So we are giving term x naught here, y naught here, and c naught here. This is the first term you have to give for the full adder. Second term what you have to give, when you take one more full adder here, you have to give next, it is nothing but this one is x1, this is y1 and c1 we have to give. So similar way, x1, y1, c1 we are giving to the full adder. So how to make first case you have to give x naught, second case x1, similar way x2 and y2, c2, x3, y3, c3, so on. For this condition, you have to make that, we know that shifting operation shift register. So first it is, if it is x3, x2, x1, x0 is there, first we will move x0 to the last bit, and after that we will shift right. So x1 will come next number. Then we have to shift x2 to next, then x2 will come, then x0 will come. Like that, we have to use shift register in this x0, y0 condition, and we can form the full ladder possible. For that, we can draw the block diagram, something like that. So this is our full ladder. So full ladder consists of 3 bit. So here we will take 4 bit. That is nothing but we have x3 and x2 and x1 and we have x0. So this is given to the full ladder as a x term. So in the first clock pulse, x0 will take, second clock pulse x1 because of right shift, and we are giving one bit called shifting operations. Okay, similar way, also it has to be first loaded, so we have to give it load. It is act like a first PI because we have to load all the 3 bit, and then it is SO. So it is something like PISO. One by one serial out is coming out. Similar operation for Y also. So here Y, what we are doing, this is Y3, this is Y2 and Y1 and Y0 we are sending to the full ladder. So what happens to here, this is also same operation, we are doing shifting and loading, and this is same operation as previous PISO. First we have to parallelly input we have to give, then you have to serially shift out. So here one more input we have to give CI. So here the issue is that we have to get as a sum and carry out Cout. So we have to give Cout to Ci directly, but we require after clock pulse because these all operated in one clock pulse. For that we can use delay flip-flop D here to give C0 to D and output Q to the Ci. Now what happens? You have to give clock pulse same to the everywhere. Here also we can take one control unit called as a CU, and here clock. This clock and this clock should be same. This contain something called loading and shifting operations. So this is your total block diagram, how it look like. Here when first clock pulse takes place, so it will do the operation of parallel input here. Here also parallel input. So all these x3, x2 and y3, y0 is shifted, and here first input is not there, so it is going to the 0 to the first input. Once you change to the clock pulse, let's start with the serial ladder with first case. We'll take at time t0. So this is nothing but first clock pulse at t0, what happens. So here we are taking this one as a full ladder, and here we can take as a, this is x3, x2, x1 and x0. Similar way, this one is y3, y2, y1, y0. So we can make this part, we can take an example. Previous year we have taken an example, something called 0101. So we'll take same example 0101. This is x part, and 0111 is y part. So this we are adding full ladder and we are getting sum here, and we are taking carry out. This we are sending to the D, and whatever here C in we are giving. This is the first case. So we will also write parallelly truth table also for this one. So truth table, first we can write what is time of this scale, then we will go with the simple step, what is the x values and what is the y values, and also we can go with the what is the carry out. This is we can take as a x, y, this is Ci. We can take what is the sum and what is the carry out. These are the values we can check out. So first time t0 we will take, and x we are taken as a 0101 and y we are taken as a 0111. So when you add here, the first bit it will add x and y0 in the first time t0, and anyway this we are giving as a previous input, first input is 0. So 110, we know that in the sum it become 0 and carry become 1 because it adding this first 2 bits, okay, and carry become 1, and previous carry also we can consider, but here I am not considering that. So this is how the first term is going. Second term, in this what happens, t1 if you go for that at time t1, the thing is whatever some value is going to the x3. Here some value is 0, so here we generated 0 and 1. So what happens, this 0 is going to the first part, so this 0 is coming to here. So this is your the previous sum. I can call as a, this is sum naught. So I will call this one as a sum naught, and x3 is moving to the next bit because we are doing as a right shift to the after one clock pulse. So x3 coming here, x2 here, x1 here. That means x3 coming to this position and goes so on. Similar way, here what happens, y0 is coming to this portion. So this become y0 and this become y3, y2 and y1. So previously we have whatever the 1 to the carry here. Because of this one, the ci become 1 here. So we will make as a shifting. So here 0 1 0 1 0. So 0 1 0 we can take 0 1 0. That means x3 is 0, x2 is 1, x1 is 0, same value. Similar way here, y3, y2, y1, nothing but 0 1 1 and y0 value is 0. It is nothing but ring counter operation going on this case. But this case it is shifting and serial out, and we are taking from the previous output. So what happens here? We have 0 here, 1 here, 1 here. So at time t1 we have the, in the x-axis we have 0 0 1 0. So take this value 0 0 1 0, and y we have 0 0 1 1, and what is s0 we have to get, because of 0 0 1 here we have q and d as it is. This is sum, this is carry out. Okay, so 0 1 1 means double 1 because of carry is generated, and sum is again 0. So we can take here sum is 0 and carry is generated. So this is the at time t1 what operation we have done. Similar way we will go for at time t2. What changes we have to do for time t2? Again it is everything is shifting. So here we have the next case we can call as a s1, and this one is as it is s0, and we have x3 and x2. That means new sum is added here because of this diagram, and so this, because of this diagram new s is added, and it is act like a shift register. Similar way here it act as a y1 because the previous whatever is there it is going to come back here. So y1 and y0, and this is y3, y2. It act as a ring counter. So the previous is 1 here. So because of this one here 1, because this is act as a delay flip-flop, whatever given that will come here. So what is the S2 and C2? We have to cross verify now. So S1 we got here 0. This is S1. This is we can call S1. Okay. So S1 0. So here we can write 0. Then we have called as a, here S0 0, so go with S0 0, x3 is 0 and x2 1. As it is value of x3 x2, just copy down and shift it. Similar way, y1 is 1 here, so 1, and y0 is 0, and y3 is 0, and y2 is 1. As it is these values, just simply copy down. Now your operation it is 1 1 1. 111 means we are getting sum also high, carry also high. From this case, what we can call, because of sum and carry both high, so we will go with the scale as a T2. So what is T2 we have to take? X value we got as an accumulator. X is nothing but this is accumulator. Okay. Whatever in the accumulator, 0001, take 0001, and then we have 1001 in the Y portion. 1001 in Y portion. We got both sum and carry is higher. This is what we got in T2. Okay, so we will go with the next cases, that is nothing but how T3 can be working. So we will take one more option, it is at T3 what's going on. So at T3 again we have same position, this is sum, this is carry, and we have to take values to the previous operation whatever that opposite. So here we have something like this is what T2 is completed at T3 next state. So here we got 1 here, so because of that 1 here 1, so we have to make S2 here S1 S0, So one more S is added. So S2 here, S1 here, S0 and X3. So S2 is 1 because of this output, and other terms are 0, 0, 0 because S1 0, S0 0, X3 0, that value I put. Same way in the Y. So because of Y2 is coming this side, so this is Y2 and Y1, Y0 and Y3. So we can put Y2 value is 1, Y1 value is 1, other two are 0, simply putting those values. So here we are adding 0, 0, here previous 1 output, so because of that the carry also 1. So here we are taking D flip-flop. Let's see what happens. 0, 0, 1 means sum is 1, carry is 0. This sum we are calling as a sum 3. So same operation we can write here at T3, whatever accumulator value 1, 0, 0 and Y value is 1, 1, 0, 0 and sum is 1 and carry is 0. This is the truth table what we completed after T3. Once we completed T3, now go for the T4. At T4, what happens? The next case of this, S3 whatever is there, this is going to this side. So we can take as a S3 here. So this become 1, S3 value is 1. Then it is S2, S1 and S0. So S2 is 1, S1 is 0, S0 is 0. Similar way, here Y3 is there. This is going from this side to here. So the Y3 become here. The Y3 value is 0. So here 0. And again this is Y2, Y1 and Y0. So Y3 is 0, Y2 is 1 and Y1 is 1 and Y0 is 0. So this is the last stage. Here only we are calculating carry values and we are not least bother about other part. Here the previous carry is 0. Because of this 0 we will get carry is 0. So here what we are getting, this anyway 0 we have and this is also 0. Previous of carry 0 and we are not getting any value. So sum also 0, carry also 0, Q and T. Here our aim is, actually we got as a sum like this. The carry we have to take as an answer and this is the total output what we have. So we can call first bit is this one 0, then this 1, then 1, then 0, then 0. This is the output of our answer 0101 adding with 0, 111. Is it correct? Check it out. This is nothing but 4 and 1, 5. This is nothing but 7. Total we are getting as a 12. 12 indication in the portion is nothing but 1100. So carry is 0 anyway. This is nothing but 12. So your addition is proper. Like this we can take the operation. In the T4 actually we are showing that all the portion in the accumulator is sum portion. And whatever in the carry portion we have to add for that. So carry is 0 here and this is as it is Y value is replaced. Previously also Y3, Y2, Y1, Y0 same thing replaced here, and these are 3 bit ABC. This is how the 4 steps we are completed for the serial addition, and these are the truth table. You can also write for final portion T4. This is not so important. So here T4 is nothing but we are getting 1100. This is exact sum what we required, and this is Y is replaced with previous value 0, 111. This is nothing but this value only, and S is usually whatever in the carry portion that you have to get. So that is 0, and anyway from this we are getting as a carry that is actually not important to this relation. So whatever value you will get, we are ignoring that one. So this is how the structure of the serial adder works. Next we will do the state diagram for serial adder. How to write state diagram for this one? Usually when you are writing state diagram, you have to say different state and how it varies. Here this T0 what we are taking, this we can take as a state S0. Here if you take S0 state, what here we are doing, first we have to take one start signal. If start signal is given to this particular portion, then it is loaded. So parallel input operation doing in the first case. So whatever the X value and Y value it is taken. So it is nothing but parallel input operation, and here S0 means we are giving some signal called start signal. once you are given the start signal to this one, so what happens? We can write as a state is S0. Okay, when it is the reset state, when you given as a some start signal, so it will go to the next portion, that is S1. So this state T1 state we will call S1 state. What is the S1 state going on? Here, check it out here. We have X3 in the first one, but here X3 in the second. So it is shifting operation done. So in this first case, this is shifted to here, this is shifted to here, this is shifted here, and S0 is shifted to here. So this is just a shifting operation. So we can call as a, this is shifting operation, SH is taken, and that state we are calling as a S1. So what happens to S1 to next state? If you go with this one as a S2 state, that is time T2, here what actually, whatever start operation, it is least bother. So we can call as a start operation as a don't care. That means either 0 or 1, it doesn't bother. Once start signal is initiated, it will do the all the 4 clock pulse operation continuously. So we will take start as a don't care, and S1 to S2, what is the difference? See, this 0 is shifted here, so here, and this 0 is here, and this 1 here. That is what exactly going on. So first S0 coming here, that is what here. Similar way it is shifted. In Y also it is shifted. So it is shifted operation done, and we are calling that one as a S2. Okay. Similar way we are taken as a T3 also. Here also check it out, already we discussed, simply we are going with the shifting operation and nothing extra we are doing. So here also we can write same step, S3, and only whatever don't care of start, it is don't care, and it is shifting operation done. Okay, and finally when S3 to operation is completed, again it is not bother about whatever start, and it will come to the first stage, because here see, we are getting Y3, Y2, Y1, Y0 as it is from first stage, and all the accumulator means all the output of the particular sum option is come to here. That is the nothing but first state. So it is again don't care and shift operation. It's actually very easy to write the state diagram. One more option here. First we are written state 1, it is come. If state 0, what happens? It is still in the initial state only. That is state bar, and it is not bother about whatever shift here. So usually shift here we are calling about 0. So if we shift 0 and start button also 0, it is there in the S0 state only. When both are 1 1, it is going on this status. So from the state diagram we can write the truth table. So how to write truth table? Check it out here. For truth table, first we write what is the present state. So present state we will call as a whatever we have taken. We have taken S0 and S1 and S2 and S3. So when you have taken S0, there is a 2 possibility of start operation. That is, we can take start signal. There is a 2 possibility, either 0 or 1. When S0, the 0 state, the next state of this one is S0 only. So you can take like this, X0, S0 only. If it is 1, that means ST, it is going to next state S1. Similar way, in S1 also I have 2 possibility, start 0 1. Check it out here, the 0 1 whatever, don't care means either 0 or 1, it is going to the S2 state only. So simply copy down S2 in the next state. Similar way, S2 if you take the start option 0 1 whatever, see here S2, the don't care means this one is start operation actually, okay, don't care, whatever it is 0 or 1, it is going to S3. So simply copy down S3 to here. Similar way, S3 has 2 options, 0 and 1, that is starting operation. It is again don't care, and it is moving to the S0. It is not bother about the start buttons, and this state we are calling S0. Next state is S0. So now we can calculate what is the shifting operation. See here, when S0 is 0, that means S0 is 0, so shifting operation is 0. And after all the case, see, starting 1 here, shifting 1, so it is shifting 1. Come to the S1 state, this S1 state, what is the portion? Whatever start button 0 or 1, shifting is always what? High only. So shifting we have to make high. Similar way for S2 also make shifting high, S3 also shifting high. This is the truth table for the serial ladder. It is actually very easy. You have to take one extra signal called starting signal. Only the first case, S0 only, it is, if it is 0 it is self, if it is 1 it is going next state. In all other state, S1, S2, S3, whatever starting value we have, it is not bothered and it is going to the next state and shifting operation done. See here S1 0 1 and shifting also 1 1 going to next state. Similar way S2 also, S3 also. So it is very easy to remember in the truth table. Once we completed truth table, we are going with the similar operation of truth table, how we can present. So previous state means I can take as a here two state. So I am taking QB and QA. Okay, this is my previous state or flip flop. So this previous state I will take as a 2-bit. S0 and S1 we can take as a some universal number. S0 means 0 0, S1 means 0 1, S2 means 1 0 and S3 means 1 1. So you can take these numbers. So first here S0 is there, so S0 is 0 0. So like this. Similar way S1 means 0 1. Similar way we have S2 means 1 0. And similar way S3 means 1 1. So this is how we can take the previous state. Next we have the signal called start signal. So this is the again the input portion. I have two possibilities for if previous state is 0 0, either I can give 0 or 1. See here, when S0 is 0, we are getting S0 only. S0 means again 0 0. So here we can take next state is QB plus and we can take as a QA plus. So if you take like this, so when the 0 0 0 it is S0, S0 means it is 0 0 condition. When S0 is 1, that means 0 0 state 1, we are getting S1. S1 is nothing but 0 1, so go with the 0 1 here. Similar way, we will take next state S1. S1 means 0 1, it has two conditions 0 and 1. So if it is first state S1 0, it is S2, and whatever 0 or 1, the state is S2 only. So S2 is nothing but 1 0, take 1 0 in the both the portion. Similar way, in S2 state if you take, that is nothing but 1 0, and we have two state 0 and 1. So whatever the ST 0 or 1, it is going for the S3 portion. So both the portion S3. So S3 is nothing but here we are taking 1 1 operation. So copy down 1 1 to the any ST value. Similar way, last condition S3 is 1 1. So I have taken 1 1 here. Then two condition possibilities 0 or 1 of the start button. So when the start is signal is on or off, it is not bothered. It is going for the S0 state. Both the condition. So S0 is 0 0. So we will go with the 0 0 in the both the conditions. So when you move for the shifting operation, so what is shifting actually we are doing? Here see, first term is 0. That means when S0 is 0, that means S0 is this is 0, we have 0. In all the condition if you check, it is 1. So simply copy down the 1 every portion. This is how we can give it. Or for your understanding purpose, this is S0 state, this is S1, this is S2, this is S3. For universal, we are taken as a these state for the some number. Here we are using some D flip-flop. Already you people know that D flip-flop means whatever the QB plus is there, that is nothing but input and output both are same in delay flip-flop. So QB plus is equal to DB and QA plus is equal to DA. So we will do the K map for this operation. So first K map you will take as a DB. DB is nothing but QB plus. So whatever in the QB plus is there, that I have to take. First it is 0 0, then 1 1 1 1 like that. So first I will write the K map according to this operation. So I will take as a 4-bit, and the first bit I will take QB this side, and then I will take QA and ST. So in this case, what is actually going on? So this is 0 and 1. This is 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. So in this case, when 0 0 that means 0 0 0, you can take one more 0 here like that. Okay, 0 0, the QB plus is 0, so you can make 0 here, and next 0 0 1 it is 0, QB plus. So 0, 0, 1, it is 0. Similar way you can take 0, 1, 0, it is 1. So 0, 1, 0, it is 1, and 0, 1, 1, it is 1. This case. Again 1, 0, 0 also 1, 1, 0, 1 also 1. So 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0 is 1, and 1, 0, 1 also 1, and 1, 1, 0 it is 0, 1, 1, 0 is 0, and 1, 1, 1 also 0. This is how you got the part of the DB. So here we can do the grouping of something like this and this grouping possible. If you do this grouping here, we can call as a DB is equal to whatever term you will get. So anyway 1 is there, so QB you can directly take it, and here the 0, 0 is common, so we can take QA bar, and the 0 and 1 cancel out for start, so start is not required. Plus we can take one more option here. What is in this? QB is bar, so you can take QB bar. Then you have to take as a the other term here 1, 1 in the condition for QA. So QA is high and take QA1, and other condition it is 0, 1 for ST cancel out. So we know that if it is QB QA bar plus QB bar QA, it is nothing but XOR operation. So simply I can call QA XOR with the QB. This is what we are getting as a DB operations. Similar way we can do for the second one, DA. Okay, if you are doing DA, is nothing but QA plus and copy down the answer as it is. So you can do the K map according to this. So in this K map, again the same term you can take QB and QA and ST. So this is 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. I will directly put the answer. So 0, 1, 0, 0. So 0, 1, 0, 0. Then 1, 1, 0, 0. So 1, 1, 0, 0. This is what answer we got. Here I can make one portion like this, another portion like this. If you do like this, so whatever answer you will get, just check it out. So in this case 1 means we can take as a DA is equal to 1 means QB is high, and here anyway 0, 0 is QA bar. So QA bar you are getting. Similar way when you are doing for the this portion, second portion, in this case QB is cancel out, and whatever QA ST is there that we have to take. So the QA is bar and ST we have. This is the answer for the DA portion. Similar way we have to do for the shifting also. Here shifting is there, this also we have to do. I will write here shifting, how to do it. See, you have to take same table how we have taken previously. So in this table again this portion is nothing but the QB, and this is nothing but QA and ST. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So here the first term only 0 for 0, 0, all the other term 1. So we can make all the grouping some way like this. So in this we can do grouping of these 4 ones possible, and this 4 ones possible, and then this 4 ones is possible. Okay, total 3 4 ones grouping we can do it. So once we are done these 4 grouping, this 4 means it is nothing but QB, and plus this 4 means here we have to take this one 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. So 1, 1 means ST, and 0, 1 cancel out, so plus ST, plus you have to take these 2 grouping. Here 1 is common, so it is nothing but QA. So this is our answer, QB plus ST plus QA. This is for shifting operation. So we got 3 output, one for this is for shifting, this is for DA, and this is for DB. From this we can draw the logic diagram is possible. So logic diagram when you are writing, write how many flip-flop required for that. According to that we can draw the diagram possible. First write the flip-flop whichever required for you. So here next we can draw the flip-flop. So here 2 flip-flop required. Write 2 flip-flop. One flip-flop is nothing but you can call as a DA, and output is QA, and this is QA bar, and we have something like clock. Similar way we have one more flip-flop is nothing but DB, and nothing but this is QB and QB bar. So anyway, this is clock. Both the clock we can make equal. So short these clocks. Okay, this is the setting for starting setting for 2-bit clock. Now we have to check dB is equal to QA XOR with QB. So you have to take QA XOR with QB connected to dB. So QB take from here and take it from here, and QA take here, make it XOR and connect it to dB. This is how the dB is generated. Now come to the DA. We have one more input called starting input you have to take. So take one more here input like starting. So what is going on here for DA? We require QB, QA bar. QA bar means I can take from here. So take it here, QA bar here, and then QB. So QB is from here. So QA and QB I got. So this is AND gate, make it AND gate. Then I require starting and QA. So QA from here, and I have anyway start. So this is has to be AND gate. Okay, these two output I have to make it as a OR gate, and that is connected to DA. Why? Because this is nothing but ST and QA AND gate, and then I have QB and QA bar. That is nothing but this is QB, this is QA bar. These both are AND gated, and then plus means we have to do OR gate and connect it to DA. So DA is done, and last one we have to do shift. Shift means one more output I have to take as a shift, and that output has to consider these three. So I can write 3 input OR gate. So in this 3 input OR gate I have to connect 3 things. One is starting I have to take, and one more I have to take QB, and one more I have to take QA. So you can connect from here QB wherever is there. This is actually QA from here you have to take, QB from here you have to take, and start from here you can take. Okay, these take it and frame the new output called shifting. This is the operation of the your serial adder, how you have to get